What the heck, bro? Do I have a concussion right now? Everything is so blurry. Okay. I'm blinking a couple times. Every time I blink, it gets better. You know, I was gonna do a topic, but I think today we're just gonna do a little life update. You know, it was a great day off. Got a lot of work done. Hopefully my employer doesn't see this, but had a couple interviews. Got my lab results for overall health. Man, it was a great day. Little life update, man, where we finished out the quarter. I'm in sales at Tesla, right? Little update for my future self watching this and anybody else who cares, all right? I'm just assuming people care about my life. I mean, people love to talk about it. So might as well just give them what's really going on. But in sales at Tesla, my first quarter, a quarter is 3 months, and there's 4 quarters in a year. So in Q3, I brought in millions of dollars in revenue. Like, we did the math, right? It's like somewhere like $9 million in revenue that I brought Tesla. Sold over 180 cars, which is just ridiculous, right? In my first quarter, and I will not be getting a raise. And the way Tesla is structured, it's just extremely difficult to move up, which is just how it goes, right? There's no point in crying and complaining about it. Trying to fight for a better rate or whatever, right? I took this job under different circumstances. I had 2 businesses when I chose to work at Tesla. I'm not really mad at Tesla. I understood what it looked like and how it works. I chose to be there, but I did not plan on losing my 2 businesses. So I'm gonna turn my music off because this intercom thing needs to shut up. Every single time I say something, it's like intercom failed, just shut up. But that's how it's rolling with Tesla, and I'm not gonna spend another 8 months of my life waiting for my stock to vest just so I could get like some bigger money amount, right? But the wage is honestly, for someone, for like the average person, it's good enough, right? It'll get you by. And that's really it. Like, it'll get you by. That's if your vehicle is paid off and not expensive. That's if you don't have any other like big hobbies. Like, if pretty much work and go home is your life, like, it'll take care of you. You'll be fine. But as we know, that's not my life. I gotta pay for gym memberships, which is like $200. I gotta pay off this bike. I have to pay off other debts so I can get ahead in life. You know, I've made mistakes financially. That's not my employer's fault. It's just how life goes. Sadly, it's just not enough. So we got to go somewhere where my work will be rewarded. Not just how much time I spend there, but how efficient and how great I am when I am there. That should be deciding my income, not how many hours I spend there. You know, if that's how they want to run the company, that's totally fine. Like, I signed up to be there. I agreed to the offer. It's nobody's fault but my own. This is a capitalist country. If you don't agree with it, start your own company and pay your people a better wage. That's the great thing about America. But it's been difficult, you know, it makes it hard to train. I have to be there 9 hours a day, and the schedule it's cool. You know, my managers have worked with me. I don't like that guy. I don't like when people go in the median, bro. God. Great managers, honestly, best managers I've ever had. Love them so much. If they're watching this, look, love y'all, you're great. I know you did the best you could. It's just the corporate world is not it for me. I'm used to getting sales and getting paid fat commission amounts for it, not just hourly. But it is what it is. Pros and cons, amazing benefits, but I don't need them. I'm a healthy young male. I'm good. Seeking employment for somewhere I could get big commission bucks. The schedule looks a lot nicer at this other place I'm interviewing at, really hoping I get it. It honestly fits perfectly. I'd have enough time to do 2-a-days at Syndicate, train hard, which brings me to my next update. I decided I'm gonna have a fight, so I will be training at least 2 sessions a day, 5 days a week in Muay Thai. Eventually branching into MMA stuff, but that is a much bigger and more complicated scenario. Because in Muay Thai, it's just Muay Thai rules, Muay Thai striking. It's a specific rule set that I'm already used to, that I've already been training in. But if you're gonna go MMA, mixed martial arts, it's more than just Muay Thai. It's wrestling, jiu-jitsu. It's you clinch a lot, clinch. Sorry, you clinch a lot in Muay Thai, but you also got to work off the cage. There's a whole other aspect. You have to defend takedowns, and Muay Thai is not the greatest for that. The stance is just, things are just different. But I will be taking that more serious, and I'm aiming for about 5 to 6 months for a fight, which is awesome. Going to be locking in, and mostly just to prove it to myself what I'm capable of, and that's about it. Just to see what I can do and prove it to myself. I don't want people coming to my fights, like even theoretically, like if I did make it big, I don't want people coming to my fights. I don't. I guess I kind of have this mentality of like, leave the women and children at home if you're gonna go to war. And it sounds super dramatic. I know it sounds so dramatic. Oh my gosh, she's going to war. Oh my gosh. Can I ever have a night of peace? Can the police leave me alone? Imagine it's my buddy. That'd be so great. But, oh, please don't turn green. Let the cop go first. Thank God. He's not even paying attention. The light's green. That's hilarious. Act natural. I am a good citizen. Back to what I was saying. I don't want people to come into my fights. I'm not worried at all about losing. I just don't like the idea of having another thing to worry about, and them seeing, like, let's say you have a wife and kids, and they see you making another man like go limp or just black out. That sticks with people, and it's not. Like, imagine an argument you had with your girl, like, and she never forgets that shit. You really think she'll ever forget how you brutally broke down another man? It's very, like, it does something to people. Not saying that she's going to be afraid of you forever, but it's, I don't know, it does stuff. That's just my ideology on it. It's just my thoughts. So that's going well. My labs came back for my blood tests. No surprise, but no STDs. You never know what could happen. Even if you just touch a door handle, could have something on it. But we're healthy. Kidney, liver, everything is super healthy. All my levels are good. All my levels are above average when it comes to like blood oxygen, and I don't know, I had ChatGPT break it down, and it's like, you're pretty healthy for an athlete. I was like, sick. And other stuff was like, these levels are really high, but it explains it because you're athletic and you have an athletic background. You have an athletic background, so that explains why your levels are high, so it kind of cancels it out. But testosterone, God, we're gonna get real touchy here. Testosterone is still in the low 300s. I had a test done last year, November, I want to say, and it was about 326, 327, I think. And I never had my testosterone tested before that, but I could definitely feel the difference in my life. I did not feel good. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to train. And I believe the biggest factor at that point in my life was stress, considering the relationship I was in at that time and losing every single passion and hobby that I was doing. So I figured that now, since I've been single and training and having a better lifestyle, my testosterone would have skyrocketed. Because not only do I feel better, but I'm just as strong, if not stronger. I am sleeping well. Like, I'm getting 8 hours. But the past week, since I've been sick or I had to call out a couple times, I've been sleeping more, and honestly, I feel so much better after sleeping like 9 or 10 hours. I think I'm really gonna have to make changes to my sleeping schedule. And I think hopefully, I'm really banking on this new position to happen, because the schedule would just like align so perfectly. I could train and be home by 8, in bed by 9, up by 5, work at 6, get out at 3, study a little bit for my real estate license, go train Muay Thai at 6:30. Like, boom, 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 boom. It checks all the boxes. If there's like a church event, I could still go at night. I would just miss Muay Thai, but I could, that's 5-6 days a week. I'm willing to miss one session so that I could get some time with God. And also my time with God has been dramatically improving. It's been really incredible. I can't see anything that's in front of me, so hopefully there's nothing in there. Those little plates on the side of the road scared me. I think those are plates. But that would really help my schedule a lot. So my testosterone levels are still low, but I'm still strong and I'm still moving. I'm still healthy. I'm doing well in football too. I'm doing well in everything. So it's really confusing how my testosterone is so low. And then, I don't know, AI, ChatGPT says some stuff like, well, when you are athletic, your free testosterone is different because it's in your muscles. It's not just in your bloodstream because your muscle needs the testosterone. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that comes along with that. I'm not smart enough to study this. Another reason I don't want to be what everybody wants me to be, which is a personal trainer. I just want to train. I don't know why. It just is. But I really just want high testosterone for bragging rights. I feel like I still put on muscle. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting shredded, but at the same time, I haven't been very locked in with my diet. So can I really be mad? No. But relationship with God has been greatly improved. I am going to church as much as I possibly can. I am also park by the trash can, because why not? I do whatever I want. Who's gonna stop me? So overall, everything is improving pretty well. I'm pretty grateful. The only thing we gotta lock in is the finances. We're barely getting by. I did the math with ChatGPT. I'm going to finish every month with negative $17. But all the bills are paid. I don't know what I'm going to do with that $17, but probably shouldn't be spending it on ice cream, I guess. But, it's been a crazy week. I think I deserve a lot of ice cream. This is why I complain I'm not shredded, but whatever. We're going to turn this off for a sec to respect the workers' privacy.